Hi everyone. Sorry I've not done the story for a few nights, but Nana's not been feeling too well, but she feels a bit better today, so I'm going to do you a story from Robin Hood, as I promised, and as if you would remember that. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you've had a really good day. And so yeah, I'm going to do you a story from Robin Hood, and it's called Royal Help Wanted. And I've just realised I've got the wrong glasses on, so I'm going to swap these. Boo! Right, so if you're sitting comfortably, then I begin. Prince John and Sir Hiss had just finished repaying their debt to society in the rock mines. They discovered that Robin Hood had given back the citizens' hard-earned money, and that meant that Prince John had not a penny to his name and no one to boss around anymore, except Sir Hiss, of course. Well, it's quite obvious that you will need to get a job, the prince told Hiss. Me, sir? His snake, of course, replied John. You can't very well expect me to get a job. And so Hiss set out into town. First he stopped at Friar Tuck's church. Everyone deserves a second chance, Friar Tuck told him. And it just so happens, I need a bell ringer. He pointed up to the huge bell that hung in the tower of the church. And so every hour Hiss grabbed hold of the rope and pulled with all his might. The sound of the bell was deafening, and it wasn't so bad at 1 o'clock when he had to ring the bell once. But around 6 o'clock the clanging started giving him a colossal headache. At 12 o'clock he quit and went looking elsewhere for another job. Hiss tried the bakery, but they told him he needed hands, or at least paws, to knead the dough. Then he went to the blacksmith and asked him for a job putting his horseshoes on horses, but the horses were terrified of snakes. Finally Hiss gave up and returned home. Prince John was not pleased. Now what are we supposed to do for money? He demanded. I refuse to beg. Those wretched commoners would give anything to see me humiliated. You're absolutely right, sire. They would, exclaimed Hiss. That's it. Follow me. Before Prince John could protest, Hiss and the lion had the lion locked in the stocks in the middle of the village square. Pay a farthing and pelt the prince with a tomato, called Sir Hiss, and in minutes he had a line of adults and children stretched into the distance. Most of them had a pretty good aim too. "Wah!" cried Prince John, his face dripping with tomato juice. "But sire," Sir Hiss said, "look at all these coins. Look, they've got bags of coins there. So there. Fancy Hiss not being able to do things because he's got no hands. He's just a snake, isn't he?" So that was good. So tomorrow it's Monsters Inc. So I hope you enjoyed that. I love you loads and loads. I miss you so much. But Nana and Grandad will be back soon, and we'll give you big hugs. So I love you, Atty. I love you, Torby Tumble. I love you, Ruby. And I love you, Max. You be really good. You sleep really well, and have a good night. And I will see you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.